be talking about permanent supply shocks. So, what is a supply shock? A supply shock is an unexpected event that suddenly changes the supply of a product or commodity, resulting in an unforeseen change in price. So, in this case, we were talking about permanent supply shocks. So, for long run supply shocks, we will be talking about technological progression and changes in resources like capital, labor, and natural resources. So usually a positive permanent supply shock would result in the long run aggregate supply to increase, and as well as the short run aggregate supply to increase as well. So what does this look like in perspectives? So this dot would be our equilibrium, so we will call it E1, and we will call our price, our first initial price, P1. If let's say we were technologically advancing, supply would increase. So SRAS would shift to the right. Now during this shift, we will see our next equilibrium, which is E2, right on this dot, and we will be having a second price and a second output. This would be our initial output, our potential output, and this would be our second output. So in the short, when we're talking about technological advances, we are seeing a permanent supply shock, which means that supplies would increase in the long run. That means SRAS would keep increasing, shifting to the right in the long run, which gives us the long run output. So we would have our new equilibrium at E3. E3. And we will have our third output, our new output, permanent, and we will have our third price. And E3 would be our new equilibrium. And which means prices will go down, but outputs will go up. So we would see that P2, the price of the second equilibrium, is greater than the initial equilibrium. And then our final price would be greater than our second. We would also see that our second output from the second equilibrium would be greater than our initial equilibrium or output, so sorry, and our final output would be, of course, greater than our initial output. So in result, we will have lower prices and higher outputs. Thank you.